Hey you guys, my name is Zaria. I'm a loudmouth on the internet and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be bringing you my review of the RawBeautyKristi x Colourpop collab, her Out for Sight palette, and the 2 Luxe lip glosses. So I know everybody and their mother has already made a video about this. I know, but I haven't and I want to do a video too. So I am bringing you 3 looks with this palette to show you how versatile it can really be, especially with a beautiful color story like this one. Like, hello, are we seeing this? Are we seeing this? It's absolutely stunning. So without further ado, let's get into the looks. But I do want to apologize for difference in lighting, maybe setup. I filmed them on different days and it just be like that sometimes, okay? But I hope you enjoy. Okay, so for this first look, I'm going to take Chanterelle, this really pretty yellow shade, all over the lid and just stamp that on. A really pretty golden yellow all over the lid, and then to deepen it up, I'm going to take a fluffy brush in this shade Puffball right here, just to deepen it up. And then for this beautiful West Coast shade, I'm going to take my NYX glitter primer on my finger and put that all over the lid. And take a little bit right there and just stamp it on. Now this primer really helps any color, any glitter or metallic or whatever to really stand out. Okay, now that that's on, I'm going to take my finger right in the shade West Coast, and it's such a soft formula. It's really creamy, and look at that color. Come on now, Colourpop did that. I'm just gonna place it right. Ooh. Isn't that just delicious? Look at that. Oh my goodness. Right in the center. Lord have mercy. Is this not giving you... But the shades so far I'm really loving. So next we're going to do our lashes and then we'll be right back. Okay, the lashes are on and I'm just going to use one of the lip glosses that came with the collab. It's called Glacier and it's this really pretty clear gloss with gorgeous reflex in it. And I think I'm going to throw on West Coast as a little bit of a highlighter as well. Just a touch and just stamp that on like that. Just a little more gold. This is such a pretty highlight shade as well. Throw that on top of the nose. All right, and there is our, I'm gonna call this our Golden Fields look. Yeah, Golden Fields, I like that. And these little mushroom earrings are perfect. My friend Ashar got these for me. This fits the whole vibe. I'm just a cute little cottagecore farm girl living her life. Okay, so for the second look, I really wanted to play with the darker colors in the palette. And I wanted to make just a more matte look, nothing too sparkly, for like more of an everyday situation. So, first I will be taking Old Growth, this really pretty like dusty, pinky kind of shade. I'm going to put that only in like the first third of my eyes. I'm just going to grab it on my packing brush. Then we're just going to stamp that on. Okay, so now that old growth is on, I'm going to be taking this shade Rainer all on my packing brush. It's a really pretty rust kind of shade. It's very autumn. That's the best I can describe it. So we're just going to take that and put it right next to it to create a pretty gradient with these shades. That just darkens it up very nicely. And then next for the outer corner, I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to take the darkest, one of the darkest colors in the palette called Homegrown. It's this gorgeous brown color. I'm just going to dip my brush in that and put it on the outermost corner. So stamp that on like so. And just bring it up into my crease. Just that much. Look at that. And kind of make it a smoky kind of moment. And a lot of times when you do gradient eyes like this, it's great to just go over the colors because a lot of times they want to blend into each other too much. So just to make sure that you have the color pair if you want, you go in and play with the colors. You kind of push and pull them to make sure they stand out the way you want them to. So I'm going to do that. Again, I'm going to take the first shade and just go over it just to intensify it. On top, and then I'm going to take Rainer again. I think Rainer might be one of my favorite shades in the palette. It's such a gorgeous autumn color, even though we're in winter. But it's just a good color. And then again for the final color, I'm going to take that gorgeous brown Homegrown and just deepen that up out here and bring it just to the middle of my crease. I don't want it to go all the way. And I'm going to take a clean fluffy brush, a clean fluffy brush, excuse me, can't English, and just blend that out. So it's not incredibly harsh. You want to make it look smoky. Okay, I'm going to dust off this excess powder. And then we will do lashes and be right back with the final look. Okay, lashes are on. So what we're going to do to finish off the eyes, are we're going to take the same exact colors and just run them underneath the bottom of the eye. So I'm going to take Old Growth again, this really dusty pinky purple shade, and put it right in front. And then again, Rainer, that like gorgeous rust color, right under. And then of course Homegrown underneath. And again, just like up top, we're going to push and pull the values of the colors to make sure they look exactly the way we want it to. And just to finish off the look, we're going to take my Super Shock cheek again and use it all over as highlight with some on the chin, some on the tip of my nose, and just pat it on my highlight points. Just a little bit on the forehead. And we are done. The lip today is the second lip gloss in the collection called Wildflower. It's more pinky. It has less sparkle in it, but it's a very pretty gloss. Put that on. And our second look is done. What are we gonna call this one? We're gonna call this one Hometown Girl. Yeah, Hometown Girl, cute. This is your hometown girl, girl next door, rom-com, main character type of feel. I'm feeling this. Hey you guys, for this final look, I really wanted to play with the gorgeous greens in the palette. So look at these beautiful greens right here. So I'm going to start off doing a halo eye. So I'm going to take this beautiful emerald green called Emerald City. Perfect. I'm just going to stamp it on my brush and just place it in the inner corner and the outer corner of my eye. Just going to stamp it right on. See, right there. I'm not going to get in the middle. I'm going to leave the middle empty. Take the green again. Place it right in the front. Honestly, these shades apply like butter. Honestly. Now that Emerald City is applied to where I want it, I'm going to take this really pretty green called Fiddlehead on this fluffy brush. And then I want to diffuse the color right above the emerald green. Right up in the crease. Just to showcase that beautiful color. Okay, and now for the center, I will be taking my NYX glitter base once again. And it looks like this. Hopefully you can see it. I'll be taking that just a little bit on my finger. It's a little bit on my fingy. And just dab it on. See? Just dab it on right in the middle. Here. Dab it on right in the middle. Bring it up. Now I'm going to take Evergreen, this gorgeous color. Hopefully it's focusing. And I'm just going to take it on my fingy. Dip it right in, like I did with West Coast. That's the shade. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it right on. Oh. You see how pretty that is? Oh. Look at that. Look at her. Who is she? That is done. I'm going to go do lashes off camera. We'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I am back. My lashes are on. I also did some highlight. I think this look really leans to more like a champagne-y highlight. So I used the Coronation highlight from their Disney designer collection, also from Colourpop. This is really pretty. Really pretty. Champagne shade. So for underneath the eye, I really wanted to play with this gorgeous blue right there. It's called PNW for Pacific Northwest. Yes, I can speak. Yes. So it's a gorgeous blue. So I just wanted to put it right underneath. I thought it would match the foresty vibe. You know, on top you've got the earth and down below you've got the water. In my mind, I guess. I don't know. So now, just gonna take this little smudgy brush. I got this with my ABH Jackie Aina palette. I like it only for this side, so we're gonna just take that and just stamp it on right underneath. And that is the eyes complete. What do we think? So for the lips, I really wanted to keep it kind of brown, kind of something neutral. So I used my Colourpop Glossy, Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Me Against the World. It's not focusing. Anyway, it's in Me versus the World, and it's such a pretty color. And I used, of course, lip gloss from the collab, Glacier, just a bit on top for some sparkle. Now, we must set. I always forget to do this on camera for some strange reason. And that is our look for today. What do we think? I really love the greens just kind of melted into each other, and it's such a pretty look. I'm calling this the forest spirit look. Yes, yes. We're giving you bling, we're giving you green, we're giving you flowers and butterflies. Yes. I really like this. So far, this palette is a win, 100%. And it's not like Colourpop just picked out a couple colors, some lip glosses, some super soft shadows, and said, here, we'll put your name on it, sign the dotted line. No, you can just tell that Kristi had input in the packaging, in the color scheme, in everything. The colors themselves. Why I love this palette. Secondly, I do believe that this formula might be slightly different than other Colourpop formulas. For one of their shades, Amanita, a gorgeous purple, has an asterisk next to it saying that it's not intended for direct eye use, which just means it will stain your eye, which is the first I've seen in the Colourpop palette, which just shows that this formula is a little different. I find that when I use it, the colors are harder to move, but once you really play with them and blend them out, you will find that they do blend in seamlessly and they work gorgeous together. Now you can make any type of look with this palette. I just went with a more monochromatic situation with all of the greens and the yellows up top and the more darker, more neutral shades. Thought it'd be really fun to do more monochromatic looks. I don't know, I just love that look and love that vibe. I think my favorite look was the yellow one solely because of West Coast. West Coast is a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. And it's a true gold. Delicious. I ate it up. Is this palette black and brown girl friendly? Absolutely. I think you will get your money's worth if you're a fan of Kristi, if you're a fan of Colourpop, or both. All of the colors have such great depth to them. But some of them are very light. Like this beautiful dusty pink shade called Old Growth, Chanterelle, this gorgeous golden yellow, and Puffball. So if you're dark like me or even darker, you might have to use a lighter concealer or just a white base to really give those colors some more power on you. And that's just unfortunately how it is. And gave us something that's really universal that anyone could grab and pick up and use. For their lip glosses, they are the Luxe Gloss formula from Colourpop. This is my first time using them, and I actually really enjoyed them. They're not too sticky. They are a little sticky, so if you don't like that at all, you might not like these glosses. But Glacier is a really pretty clear gloss with fine glitters in it, while Wildflower, definitely more pinky than Glacier, with not as much sparkle, but as a little bit. So these are really good everyday glosses. You can just want to throw on your purse, have in your bag, whatever. They're very versatile. You can put them over anything or just wear them by themselves. I really like that about the glosses. So I highly suggest if you get anything in the collab, definitely get the eyeshadow palette and the glosses if you are a gloss girl. And if you're an eyeliner girl, definitely grab the eyeliners and the super shock shadows. Basically what I'm saying, you can grab pieces of this collection without having all of it, but if you are a collector, grab all of it, girl, because it will be definitely worth it. It is affordable, it is beautiful, and I think you will really like it, especially if you love RawBeautyKristi like I do. Alright, anyways, that will be the end of this video. Like, dislike, subscribe, do what your heart tells you to do, and I will see you in my next one.